Damn, chill, you got another one?
What's poppin'? You already know the deal. You are now rockin' with no chill for real. We about to get ill. What did you expect for me to bow down, get soft and talk politically correct? They consider me a threat, especially if they goofy, cause I clown guys, no lies, I just do it truthfully. It's on the house like Snoopy, it's free in other words. I'm a nightmare to these super squares and nerds. I barbecue 'em with words when I'm through commentating. One thing you'll never see me ever do is hating, lying, exaggerating, or fabricating for views. If you not built for the street like a pair of shoes, as square as a Rubik's Cube, stop it and leave the field, or wind up a topic on no chill for real. You square as a Rubik's Cube, stop it and leave the field, or wind up a topic on no chill for real. All gas, no brakes. Gotta keep the pressure on these cowards and these snakes. Honor over money, gotta do what it takes. Gotta keep the pressure on these cowards and these snakes.
Gotta stay going in.
All gas, no brakes. Gotta keep the pressure on these cowards and these snakes. Honor over money, gotta do what it takes. Gotta keep the pressure on these cowards and these snakes. Say what's cracking, YouTube? It's your boy 16 to life, and I'm back like I'm on a parole violation. Yard down. Now look, so today I don't even know what intro I'm going to use. I might go with my other intro, probably. Matter of fact, I probably will go with my other intro from my other channel, No Chill For Real. I need you guys to tune in over there because normally I would put this type of stuff on my other channel, but I haven't been keeping current, right? So normally on the No Chill For Real channel, we do a lot of things that's not pertaining to prison, right? But like I say, I haven't been consistent over there, so I'm going to drop it on this channel once again to send some traffic that way, man. So yeah, that's probably what I went with, the intro from my other channel, No Chill For Real, right? So let's get into today's video, man. So last night I seen a channel that's known as Political Street News, I believe is the name of that channel, was reporting that J Hood is back in jail. He's locked back up in the Los Angeles County Jail, and I'm not surprised, right? So I don't want y'all to get that confused with I'm glad he's back in jail, I'm hating on him, you know what I'm saying? Only thing I'm saying is I am not surprised that he is back in jail, right? Because I haven't even been keeping up with him as of late, right? But it seemed like the last time I was kind of checking him out, he was getting a little better. But when he came home, he was talking about how, he wasn't going to gang bang. He wasn't going, he wasn't representing Crip or whatever. He was just, he's going to be about peace. But a lot of his activities that I seen him engaged in is what led me to believe he was putting himself in harm's way of being arrested or some other type of stuff, right? Because while he claimed that he was no longer, gang banging, a lot of his activities was still like a gang banger, right? And then also, in my opinion, what was a little more potentially harmful to his freedom was every now and then you might see him talk about where he was hanging out last night or what area or what neighborhood he was in, you know what I'm saying? And so when you hanging around those neighborhoods and you in certain areas, most individuals, especially an individual who's been through a lot of the things that he has been through, they're going to feel they need to have certain accessories with them. You know what I'm saying? That's just like if you head into the beach, you're going to take accessories that apply with going to the beach, right? And if you go to the beach long enough, you might be tempted to get into the water, lay down in the sand or whatever, if you guys can catch my drift without me trying to say too much. When you put yourself in these precarious positions, eventually things are going to happen to you that happen to everybody else in those type of atmospheres in those neighborhoods when you're engaging in that type of stuff, right? So, of course, I wanted to try to verify as much as I could the information that this guy was talking about. And so, yes, I went to the Los Angeles Sheriff's site, and I did see that J Hood is locked up, right? So you can see right here on the screen that he was locked up. So I'm going to put his information right here on the screen. You definitely can see that he's locked up. I don't have the information right now as I'm talking, but I'll put it up there, right? But I believe he was locked up by the Southeast Division, and it shows that he was locked up yesterday, and it shows that he was locked up for a felony. As I looked and scrolled down, I didn't see that he had any bond, so we don't know exactly what he's locked up for right now, right? And like I said, I really haven't been keeping up with J Hood. So I heard this dude said that he had recently been put on an ankle monitor. So anyway, let's get into a little bit of what this dude has to say.
What's the word with the politickers? Yo, 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 you already know who it is. It's me, your boy, J Hood. Man, I didn't lock Cub back up. Seemed like he only had the ankle monitor on for about a week or so. Now he on a 2000 floor programming with the members. Allegedly, ATM Richie told on him. Ain't no receipts being produced as of now, but that's the word. King Pill was just calling J Hood out for the fade once the monitor got put on him. J Hood wasn't feeling that at all. Don't wait till I got restrictions to start doing all that, cuh. You MIA for real. You way in Miami talking reckless. The question of the hour is J Hood solid in the county jail or not? Folks want to know. Y'all think they gonna make him roll it up, or he gonna thug it out? I think he gonna be good if you ask me.
Big Game, the ACE is back. That new content, man. The ACE, Big Game, ACE, man. I got a call, man, from one of my young homies on the 2000 flow. He just let me know the info, man. You know what I'm saying? He two sales down from J Hood. J Hood is back in an LA County jail. The little homie called me, you know what I'm saying, from Blasting Fools and said that he two cells down from J Hood. You can hear J Hood screaming down a tear telling me what it is and what it ain't. Is he good or is he ain't? There's a lot of things going on with this name, J Hood. J Hood got a lot of stuff going on, from the county jail to the prison to the penitentiary. Is he good over there on that tier he's at? I'll be the first one to find out.
I think he had a lot of valid points in the questions that he brought up. You know, what's happening with J Hood right now as he is locked up there in the Los Angeles County Jail on the 2000 floor? Is he programming with the Crips and Bloods? Will he be ran off? You know, those are good questions, I believe, that a lot of people want to have answered, right? And then I'm wondering, since he said that he's no longer gangbanging, so on and so forth, if he happens to run across individuals he would have considered his ops at a time he was gangbanging, is he still going to take the fade? Now, there is no doubt in my mind that he has the heart to take the fade. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking just, will he feel obligated or will he feel it necessary to take the fade, since he claims he no longer gangbangs, but at times we've seen him over here. We have seen him over there in his hood saying he runs the hood and so on and so forth, right? So if I had to guess, or if I had to bet some money, I'm going to guess that he's going to take that fade, because that's one of the reasons why I felt that his chances would not be too good staying out of prison, because he still has a lot of pride and he still has a lot of activity left in him, right? And I think that's one of the big differences when you do time and you go to prison, because he did do a considerable amount of time. But when you go to prison and you do time and you're not a lifer in the state of California, it's not mandatory or required that you take any type of self-help classes, right? And me realizing what's so important about the self-help classes is it helps to change some of the negative or faulty thoughts you may be having that sent you to jail to begin with, right? And I'm gonna just say 100%. If I hadn't have took some of those classes, I definitely would probably have crashed out by now, because even though I have took some of those classes, I still get tempted from time to time. You know what I'm saying? And so some of those things, when you incorporate them things to your thinking, they help you. You know, they may not help you right in the moment, or they might, but especially later on, once you sit back and you weigh out all the, you weigh out all the choices and you analyze everything and you think about some of the things that you studied and you learned, right? And so when you're not forced to take some of these classes and you go back to the streets, it's easy to say, I'm going to change my life. I'm going to stop hanging out. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. It's easy to say that while you're locked up, incarcerated, away from your homies, so on and so forth, right? But when you get back out there, then it's much harder. And one of the reasons that made me think that he would have a lot of trouble in staying away from those activities is because even when he was locked up, even when he claimed that he was no longer gangbanging, he was pushing peace, so on and so forth, from time to time, he would allow himself to be pulled back into the BS online, arguing with other individuals. And if you can't refrain from doing that while you're locked up, once you're free and you have all the freedom to interact, to engage with different individuals, go to different places, it's going to be much, much harder to contain yourself, right? And, you know, of course, as a gang member, and as a gang member who he once was, who had the reputation that he had, of course, you know, you have pride. And it's certain things that individuals like that are not going to accept. And so it's a lot harder to find a positive solution for gang situations, in my opinion. But anyway, you already know what it is. It's your boy 16 to life. Definitely be sure to go slide over to my other channel, No Chill for Real, and check that channel out as well, man. Resume normal program.